night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Hello everyone, LeK here, and welcome to LeK Plays Pillar of Eternity. So, we have a few changes that have been done. First of all, my hair, as you might notice. Second of all, there's a change of mind in the sense that, the game, in the sense that I had said in some of my previous game videos, that I didn't think that complex RPG games would be suited for Let's Play videos. And as I said in the last video of the series for Doom, I wanted to do RPG game series, but probably more action RPG genre. I took that and threw it off the window because I remember that I had this amazing game, Pillar of Eternity, which I had backed on Kickstarter back in the days, and I said, why not? Why not giving it a try? Why did this game came back to my mind? I started it a couple of times but never went too far into it, and it came back to my mind mainly because I have been watching a few Critical Role episodes lately. I'm trying to catch up, but I have like still, I don't know, 30 episodes to go, something like that. And every week they pile up. And in one of the latest episodes that I've seen, Matthew Mercer was the game master and voiceover artist for quite a few characters in this game, was reminding everyone that on that day, Pillar of Eternity was released. So that reminded me that I had the game and that I haven't really played it that much. So I decided to, well, give it a go. And of course, I went for a rogue. Obviously, I couldn't go anything else. Normal human from Adir, which is the greatest empire currently active, let's say, and the place from where most of the humans come. A drifter, so I don't stop in one place too long. I like to go around. And yep, let's see what happens. You should have seen the introduction right before my face came out. So let's see what's going to happen to me since I'm ill. The Gilded Vale. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his brushy red mustache and sagging jaws quivering as if for emphasis. Oh, this game has quite a lot of voiceover, so enjoy.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward the looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
How nice.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfle, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sorry. He nods in your direction. Sparfle nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find
Grow on
sparrows?
a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What other
Nothing you
friends?
won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
I don't really need the tutorial. I played through the prologue. Well, this part a couple of times. So, and I played Baldur's Gate and all that. And this game is very much like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, the good old ones. Who did build the runes?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out there?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in stone, but it does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
I believe you.
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
That doesn't sound good. I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot. Not like most of this lot. If you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
I like her already.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayadin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Agreed.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Yes? I'll handle this. It's done.
No problem at all. Yeah. My special items that I got from the Kickstarter. My piglet! Giant miniature space piglet. He's such a pretty, look at him. Hey, Caravaneer. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as that merchant, Huden. Me. Not sure like you. Lockpicks and all that. What else is there? Oh. These tall glass green pillars appear as if they're sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within.
I shall.
Lots of
Anyone need
Caravaneers
supplies?
I
I've
could
got sundries
talk
for
to,
sale.
but I'm not going to. Huden. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a rugged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what we got. And let's sell you something. Gristle, hunting bow, pike, quarterstaff, war bow, battle axe, dagger, flail, rapier. Wait, no, I don't want to. Okay. Rapier 100 fast, 0.35 seconds, weak. 11-16 slash damage, accuracy versus deflection, accurate 1. Plus 5 accuracy. And oh yeah. No, it's basically the same, and actually I would do less damage. Oh, because it's piercing, not slashing. So the base is the same, but somehow I do more damage with the dagger than with the rapier, so I don't really need it. Let's see. Grow speed monster. Lockpicks. I already have one, but I'm going to buy. Let's go for 2 more. Yeah, one can never have enough lockpicks, especially if you're a rogue. That does it. So now let's get into the action. Or the exploration, rather. Let's always keep an eye out for things to check. The fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged.
To trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Sap oozes from the jagged wound in its trunk. Horses! Hey, horses! Alrighty then. Done this direction. Let's go the other direction then. Or do we? Let me open them up a second. Mappy map. Okay. Yeah. This way. Hey. Hey, Sparkle.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Wow. You're a real bundle of joy. Bridge. A deer. Hey, deer. Deer, I'm home. That was bad. Sorry. Travelers, maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign, anyway you figure it. Wow. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from the inputted waves. A dark, crusted, blood-stained Bermich's simple lineal clothing. Leather armor and some lockpicks. Nice. This will come in handy. So that's something that killed those poor souls. I'd probably do what they are already. I'll leave this for later. I mean, I said that I played the intro a couple of times, but I don't really remember much of the plot and what actually happens, so not sure if I did good in leaving the bridge behind and move on.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Okay, as you say. Hey, a wolf! Okay, so let's have her attack first. There we go, and then here I come.
I'm here.
Pa, pa, pa. I'm giving him a lot of pummeling, I think. Ah, it was a sturdy one. Okay, wolf pelt.
Indeed. I'm here.
This is it.
There we go. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wonder the way I hear it. That sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Sure, I wander into the life of fools, talk them out of the money, and wander back out. You have to be there when people are looking for you. That isn't your business. Brutally honest? Brutally honest. Yeah. Yeah? How did you happen to come here? Eventually they caught wise and chased me out of town. I think I just got tired of cheating people. One of the fools turned out to be very dangerous and influential. That's none of the business. I grow tired of cheating people. Well, we all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Kalisha breathes in her surrounding. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a god think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? Nah, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with a big city just a little ways further up the same road. Where you headed? No special, just putting as much time and distance between me and my old life as I possibly can. I'm going to continue onto the city and see where that takes me. I'll probably wander for a while, somewhere I can make some money. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. City sounds good. Closest one is the Defiance Bay, the capital. Few days out. Got its nice place and its not so nice places. Same as any city. But the duck is good, man, as I hear it. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kariska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some times back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always was. That's how she always is. Sorry. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamital, but I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Odema, I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Drywood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai, another in Adir, my sister in Gildan Vale. She's the only real homeboy. What can you tell me about Driver? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Eder Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are fisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kind of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister about it. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, sup him around a little. Stream's just down the way. Come on, let's get you water. Alright. So each character is really well fleshed out. They have their own. This path went through a narrow canyon back to where you came. Grooves on the road.
Stray too far.
Grooves on the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. So yeah, there's a lot of deepness in this game, as one could expect. And I've heard it's beautiful. They also released a couple of expansions, and the second game, Pillars of Eternity 2, is coming out sometime. I'm not really sure. I haven't been keeping up with news, to be honest. But yeah, this.
What a surprise.
Okay.
Sparkle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Let me have a look around first, just to see if I managed to avoid an ambush or something.
This is recent. Not good.
The footprints are on the campfire indistinct. You may have been here for days or longer. So as I was saying, they released 2 expansions, and the second game is bound to come out soon. And it's beautiful. I mean, this game is great, apparently. Aside from the fact that there is voiceover from Matthew Mercer, from Sam Riegel, and from Liam O'Brien. All 3 of them, people I know to be incredibly huge fantasy nerdy fans, because they all play D&D on a regular basis on Critical Role. If you like role-playing games, if you like pen and paper role-playing games, and you like voice actors, I mean, people that interpret well their characters and all that, please give a look at Critical Role. If you haven't heard of it, you must have been living under a rock, because they have been basically changing the way most people, mostly back in America, since they're based there, but pretty much around Europe as well, see role-playing games from a nerdy activity to something that is actually cool and that can bring personal growth, which it does. So go check it out. Back to the game. You crouch on the river at the riverbank. You dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item. Quest. Full water skin added to the stash. Okay. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly, as he moves towards you with elaborate breath.
Sparkle, are you alright?
Sparfle toes catches rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulder, like an enemy flag. Yay! Yay for me! Alright. So we probably better both attack this guy. I mean, one of the two. If I chose this one. Go, go, go. Yeah, because it's the ranged one, so it can be. Damage reduction 5. Hey, I can't. Yeah. Damage reduction 5, 44. Yeah, that. Okay. Let's continue, and now. Boom! There we go.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Yep, we should definitely get back to camp.
Of course.
But I think I will close this episode here. So, as in all these games, there's quite a lot of exploration involved, talking with NPCs and all that. So, I like the slowish pace of these games. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want, leave a message. Messages and comments are always very welcome. And spread the word. If you like my videos, if you like the content on my channel, please spread the word. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you very soon. Ciao!